By the time I get done daydreaming about Zelda, injury, monkeys, and William, I've arrived at class. In class, I try and pay close attention, but once in a while, a professor will say something that sends me off into my own mind. All it takes is something like reading a poem, such as Not Waving But Drowning by Stevie Smith, and bam! I'm gone. I was younger. This is me. Cute little me. On Myrtle Beach. So my family and I were walking down the beach, and we came upon an awful scene. There was this huge circle of people, and I can vaguely remember two women crying, though it's totally possible I just imagined them later, but I know I saw a white sheet covering up a man's body. He had just drowned. He got sucked out by the undertow, and I was standing with this random group of strangers as their world shattered. Someone's husband was dead. Someone's dad was gone. So while my Brit Lit class discussed Stevie Smith's poem, my mind was filled with images of a pale, cold, sandy body. Nobody heard him, the dead man. Still, he lay moaning. I was much farther out than I thought, and not waving, but drowning. Poor chap, he always loved larking, and now he's dead. It must have been too cold for him, and his heart gave way, they said. Oh no, no, no. It was too cold always. Always. Still, the dead one lay moaning. I was much too far out all my life, and not waving, but drowning. Sometimes, after having read something, I find that I have a tendency to daydream myself into literature. After reading Fahrenheit 451, I couldn't stop thinking about getting chased by the mechanical hound. I could just imagine the long steel needle pumping poison into my limp body. Don't even get me started about imagining the end of the world. Yeah, I know it's morbid. But really, I can't help that my daydreams always involve horrible scenarios in which I'm maimed or poisoned, choking, burned, shot, decapitated, or at the very least, publicly humiliated. When William asks me what I'm thinking about, I tell him, and he always says, "Just stop thinking about bad stuff." Yeah, like it's that easy. I wish I could daydream about friendly dragons, or bacon, or getting superpowers. But with my luck, I would only daydream about the blowing up part. I could barely pass the math regents in high school. I would never be able to figure out how to rearrange my molecular structure. But But there is one good place I go during daydreaming. I can always rely on being able to imagine and plan our wedding. I think about us getting married next to the river. I think about us dancing.
If you were falling, then I would catch you. You need a light. I'd find a match, 'cause I love the way you say good morning, and you take me the way I am.
Now, all of this happy daydreaming leads me to think about the future, like getting a job or finding a house. The scariest reality of them all is birth. This is my dad's impression of birth. And this is a 3D animation of birth. Honestly, I prefer my dad's impression. My original idea for this section of my project included a hilarious remix video of a bunch of childbirth videos I found on YouTube, set to the Benny Hill theme. I even started making the video. I quickly learned that watching a bunch of vaginal birth videos before bedtime was a bad idea. Eventually, I gave up watching all the stretching, gushing, and oozing because it was making me queasy. Plus, there are some things that not even yakety sax can make entertaining. See? Surprisingly, not that funny. So I daydream about giving birth. But even an imagination like mine can't fathom the pain. I'm terrified. Fortunately, though, I have a lot of reminders that the horrors of childbirth will be well worth it. When I think about my future kids, I try to imagine the distant future after they graduate from college and are gone. What will it be like to be old? Seeing Abadazad's little Martha as old and young made me wonder what I will be like if I live that long. I plan on being as outrageous as possible. Though I can't really imagine what I'll look like, anything I can picture is quite unpleasant.